Welcome back to AoE Prepping. A lot of thinking I've been doing lately has been about springtime, right? It's supposed to be, allegedly, according to the calendar, it's spring. Although, if you look at the weather outside, it's up, down, up, down. Welcome to the roller coaster called the Midwest. Good luck ever predicting the weather out here. um, but some of the stuff I've been thinking about is all right, it's springtime. There's some holidays, but there's not a lot per se that would bring up sales at the stores. Don't get me wrong, they'll use just about any excuse for that, but specific ones towards like food, right? So you have like Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, towards December timeframe. You have Thanksgiving in November. Around that time frame, a lot of the canned stuff tends to go on sale, but there's not a lot of that right now. Okay, so I'm not necessarily looking for food. Well, you always look for a deal. Sometimes companies run one, whatever it be. Okay, but what if it's not to do with the store, right? I remember back when I was a kid, my father and I would always go out and we would do garage sailing on Saturdays, right? We'd go out for a while, go grab lunch somewhere. Yeah, it was just some time for him and I to bond about a lot of things. We would chit chat, talk, whatever it be. Somehow, usually my grades always got brought up, and I was in trouble for that one. I was not a very good student in school. I could do a lot of things, not good at school. But what we would do is we'd always end up finding things that either were useful to us or of interest to us. You know, my dad likes to do the models, right? So he was always searching for those, but then also the cracker tins for the saltines. That was always his favorite. We always loved finding those because he loved those as a kid. So it was a thing for him, but that's fine. I found different things over the time, belt buckles, or sometimes a toy or something like that. Just things that I had a very good interest in or that I really liked. Great. So why not go out and go do that when people are spring cleaning, right? That's common phrase, well, just doing some spring cleaning. We're cleaning out because it's springtime, whatever it is. But what that allows is that, hey, these people are getting rid of this gear, that gear, these other things that they don't need anymore, but I could use them. Well, I'll go buy them from them because I'll tell you what, that gentleman that's selling the workbench down there for $50, that's a all wood bench. I'll tell you something, that thing's going to last because he's probably had that thing 50, 60 years. That thing could tell some stories of what was fixed on it, but that's going to last you quite a long time comparatively to some of the stuff you get out of the stores that bends or breaks or, it can only handle 50 pounds and that's it. Not the best workbench if you're only handling that, particularly if it's in a garage, but I digress. So there's that. I remember I bought my, the kayaks that I have, bought those in the springtime. Now that one was a luck shot. That just happened to be the guy was getting rid of them because he was moving. I got them for a heck of a price. Still use them to this day. Great purchase. But it's something where looking around at what some of the sales could be or what people are selling, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, sell groups on Facebook. There are so many potential things that you could be looking at for this as additions, add-ons to your preparedness, right? And then at the same time, you could turn around and, hey, I really don't need these items. These are not anything that I'm going to end up using. They're taking up space. I'm going to sell them out. Then take that money and turn around. Then you can purchase other preparedness items and helping you in that case. At least that's where a lot of my thinking's gone. Now, some other thinking for some other videos that are going to be coming up. I do have some travel that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be heading down to Texas to go get a good buddy of mine that we're actually coming back up here because he's going to be doing some stuff here that I'll be bringing him in here to do some videos with all of you for vehicle preparedness, maintenance of a vehicle, potentially some what I would call the backup vehicles, particularly ones that are like all mechanical. I have one myself that I'm going to be bringing back up here from another friend of mine that I'll have to pick up later this year. I'm going to be picking that up, right? We're going to be making sure that it gives a good backup vehicle here that is going to get through what I need it to get through. Fantastic, right? These are just other preparedness things that are down the pipeline. So I want to share that with you all. But then trip planning, right? I'm going to be flying down to Texas. So how do I stay in a preparedness thing, right? I'm prepared for a lot of things going on while I'm traveling. And maintaining TSA compliance, obviously, I don't want to break the laws like that. So how do I maintain in TSA compliance? So we're going to be going over those ones here in the future over the next week and a half or so. Can't wait to bring you along that journey. And then I'll be posting along the trip because I want to send things up like my drone and some otherwise. And, maybe I'll take some time, go over what I packed in my bag and, how I kept myself TSA compliant or how you fly with certain things. We could talk about that. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, to follow along with some of the other things going on. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye-bye.